Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry once again that I cannot be teaching you all today. I haven't been feeling well for the past few weeks, and today, I think on Thursday, I will not be able to make it also because teacher has had a lot of back-to-back events, and because of my work, I'm so sorry that my work is really affecting my ability to teach you all. But in turn, I am recording this in advance. 老师早一点录这一个影片，然后这个视频好让你们可以在你们自己的时间，在你们自己的 pace 来去看，right? So I'm hoping this being a recording, you're able to have time to watch it multiple times at your own pace, all right? For those who hasn't finished your homework from last week, uh, please finish it out. Please finish your homework. I think so far only Wusen submitted it to me and Ziqing. So thank you so much to the both of you who have submitted your homework. Next week we will run through it and we will go through it, yeah, one by one. Okay, so thank you so much again for being so understanding, right? Teacher, so sorry, and I really understand the struggle that we have. So please, please, please feel free to always send me messages and ask me if you have any questions. Even though teacher cannot make it to class on Thursday, I will still be replying your WhatsApp. I will still be looking at your homework. Okay, so no worries on that. Today, I want us to go into essay writing. Okay, so I know you all know the very basic skills, basic hacks on writing essays. So, for example, the first thing that you definitely know is 5W and 1H. 5个 W 和一个 H. Take some time, write down what you think the 5Ws are. Write down in the chat. Pretend like we're in real class. Okay, so 5W. One is who. Second, what. The third, when. The fourth, where. And the fifth, why. And the 1H is a how. So why are these 5W and 1Hs, why are they so easy for us to write our essays? Now, this is only easy for us when we are mainly writing stories. When you're writing stories, that's when you need intense details and descriptive details like who, where, all of these very visual details. When you want to tell a story, you have to talk about who is involved. You have to talk about where it is. Latar belakang, latar tempat, which is where, right? And what has happened. Okay, so these are very descriptive. So it is useful if you're writing stories. However, for our older kokos here, like for example, Tengjin and Jaden, for those who are preparing for SPM, this might not be the most useful for you because a lot of the times you need to do argumentative essays. Or during your oral speaking, you need to do factual conversations. And sometimes telling about how the story involves City, the story involves Adrian, might not be the most relevant and might not really give you points. Now, of course, to write a good essay, yes, you need to be grammatically coherent. Your grammar has to be good. Perhaps if you sprinkle in here and there a few idioms that might bump up your score. But today, I would like to teach you and go closer, deeper into how we can enhance our essay writing for argumentative essays or factual essays. But this is basically useful across the board, no matter what essay you're writing. Okay? So let's take a look at this. The acronym that I want you to remember today is COFFEE. Can you say coffee? Anyone saying coffee? Coffee. All right. So first, CO. CO meaning cohesive device. Okay, CO. cohesive devices. Now, you might ask, teacher, what is cohesion? Teacher, what is cohesive? Cohesive means 联合,结合, okay? Is 结合一个真正的华语字? I don't know. But cohesion, meaning when you want to put sentence A and sentence B, when you want to put them together. Cohesion, cohesive. You put this and this together. For example, you always say additionally, besides that, on top of that, besides, okay, maybe you don't say besides that to 省字, okay, or you say on the other hand, okay, but today teacher teach you more upgraded ones, huh? When you're trying to bring your points into relation, okay, you can say pertaining to the, okay, pertaining, what does pertaining mean? Pertaining actually means regarding, which is the same as this. Pertaining and regarding 就是关于 okay, please write it down. Pertaining to the, regarding the, okay? In relation is slightly different. In relation means it's related, okay? 它是相连的，它是相合的，它是拼在一起的 okay? Next. In terms of the would be related to the point before that. So for example, if I'm telling a story, or if I'm giving you a project, or if I'm talking about my family background, okay? And then I want to bring my family to a place for vacation, all right? And this place for vacation, or it's very family friendly, it's very kid friendly because we're going to a theme park, all right? But then perhaps if I bring my grandparents to a theme park, it might not be the most appropriate. Why? Because they're very intense rides and it takes a long time walking and it's just not very old people friendly or senior citizen friendly. So what I can say about this, what you can say about this is, teacher, I think it's a very good idea that you're bringing your family to the theme park. But in terms of the age groups that you are bringing, it might not be the most appropriate. And here is why. Because your grandparents might not have such great of a time, my grandparents are in their 70s, might not have such a great of a time as your cousins and nieces who are only 7 years old. In terms of the age and how appropriate the activity is, I think there might be some reservations. Okay? So this is how you use in terms. In terms refer to, you are referring to the points before, but it's in detail. Okay, as for the, this one, it will be considered more relaxed, like in general. Okay, about the, also more general. And this one, when it comes to, you can use it in a very similar way as in terms of the. Okay, perfect, great. Now this is CO, remember, first CO. Now let's go to F. First F, not the F word, okay. F, focus. Focus comes after your cohesive device. So, focus. Oh, teacher, about the vacation that you're going on. Okay, and then you use the focus. So, the focus, why is it important? Because when I was reading your essays that you all submit to me, 你们考完试，我不是叫你们就是发你们的考卷纸给我看 right? So when I was reading your essays, a lot of you did what you can, you did pretty well. However, I noticed that 你会离题. You were answering the question without actually truly answering that question, okay? Which it results in you losing a lot of points because sometimes when you are answering the question your own way, you forget about the fact that this is an exam and you actually have to answer based on an answer scheme. Yeah, okay, so because when your teacher is marking, it is not just, oh, 你有写字，给你分数，你这里没有错，我给你分数. No, they actually have a scheme of points that you need to hit. And the points that you need to hit are always related back to the topic or the focus of the question. And it means it is very important for you to relate to the focus of the question. If you fail to relate it to the focus of the question, then it's wrong. So the focus, COF, is very important. You need to make sure that you achieve the focus of the question, because if you do not, that is where you lose most of your points. When 你的soalan, 你的kehendak soalan 没有达到，那个问题的主要关键你没有回答到的话呢，都已经 out 了。如果问题在问你 benefits of online shopping， 可是你去回答 benefits of shopping at a shopping mall, that is completely wrong. You might say, teacher, but it's still about shopping mall, it's still correct. No, it is not correct. Why? Because it is not online shopping. You have accidentally answered it in a way where it pertains to mall shopping, in-store shopping instead of online shopping. So the focus is very important. The topic sentence, your main idea. So how do you write it? First, you need a cohesive device. Besides that, to focus on the question, just repeat the question, like it says here, known as the topic sentence of your main idea. Repeat the question. Besides that, online shopping has a lot of benefits because immediately write down, immediately talk about the question, the topic sentence. Okay? Next, the following. Now, for Form 1, Form 2, it's very easy for you to just point, elaboration, example, point, elaboration, example. Now, that is enough for Form 1, Form 2. But when you are Form 3, Form 4, Form 5, I would expect you to level it up, okay? So right after the focus, you need to continue with the following, okay? So for example, if our question is benefits of online shopping, now you have to follow it up with the focus question. You already addressed the question, so you need to talk about the following, which is it's following up with the question. Besides that, on top of that, okay, this is cohesive, CO. There are a lot of benefits to online shopping. The focus, F. Then you follow it by online shopping is good. Online shopping is beneficial because it is convenient. Following it up again. Convenience is key for people in this day and age due to their busy schedules. This is the following. This is the huraian. Okay. The continuation after the focus is very important, because if you just say, oh, online shopping very good. For example, Shopee is very good. Okay, yes, Shopee is an example. You directly jump to E. There is no correlation. It is not cohesive. It is not beautiful. So instead, you need to say the focus, online shopping is good. Follow that by, it's good because of the convenience. Why convenience is good? Because everybody is very busy on their daily lives. And then you give examples. E, to illustrate, to talk about how it is important that you are going there to, or actually going there to the mall to shop and everything. Waste a lot of time, waste a lot of petrol, a lot of resources. It is not fun. Okay, so example, when I use Shopee, okay, nowadays I can even get free delivery. Sometimes they even ship on the same day. Sometimes they just ship immediately. Okay, so it's actually very convenient. Okay, so you give examples. Besides Shopee, what other shopping platforms? Lazada, Zalora, or nowadays Pinduoduo. I know you guys use a lot. Taobao, things like that. Okay, examples. Examples will really, really show how deep of a knowledge you have on that topic. Okay, so if you haven't done online shopping yet, then I'm ready to try. Okay, then the end. You need to give a small conclusion. You need to give a small conclusion to wrap it up. Because I don't want you to, what happens with a lot of students, some of you here, is you example already, right? Example, COFFEEE, and it never hits the end. You just example. So that's not right. Don't go, oh, I go to, okay, Here's how you should start your essay. Right? In the beginning, you start with a cohesive device, correct? About online shopping, then you go focus. It is very beneficial, following, because there are a lot of people who are very busy with their daily lives, and convenience is key, following. Okay, for example, people go online shopping at platforms such as Shopee, Lazada, Zalora because they have free shipping and a lot of good deals on the platform, period. And then people go example again. For example, it is because it is important that people get discounts aside from free shipping, aside from this, and then example again. For example, Taobao is so cheap because it directly shipped from China, and this is because they directly get from the supplier. It is very good and a good deal, and people can buy a lot. For example, if I buy a shirt on Taobao, it is only 70 ringgit, but when I buy the shirt at the store at H&M, it is 170 ringgit. So you can see the price difference. That is too long. You don't need so many detailed examples. After your example, illustrate it, explain it well enough, then jump straight to the end. Jump straight to it. How? Recap the topic sentence, recap the question. Okay, how do you say it? You should say, online shopping is beneficial because it saves us time and it helps us have a more convenient shopping experience. That's it. Okay? So, coffee. When you study, you need coffee. When you write English essays, you also need coffee. All right? So, can I now challenge you? I'm going to give you a challenge, okay, to write an essay in the span of 20, 25 minutes, okay? I will put a timer in here and also our question, all right? So I will put a few questions and I will put a few different requirements of length based on your level and based on your age and your year. Okay, so no worries on that. Okay. So what I have given you here are a few instructions. I need you to write an essay about the benefits of online shopping. You need to use all of these 3 points given. Okay, as I have highlighted in the brown box. If you're Form 1 and Form 2, 150 words is enough. But you can go beyond, of course. Form 3, 200 words. Form 4 and Form 5, please write a full essay as if you're sitting for SPM. So this is the COFFEE acronym, cohesive device, focus, following, examples, the end. Okay? Write it down here as per I have put it in your names. Okay? So all the best to you and 加油! Okay, time is up. Thank you very much for still joining class today, even though teacher is not around. Good job to you if you have managed to finish it up within the allocated time. But if you didn't manage to finish it up, no worries. You can still continue to do so and teacher will still look at it and I will still mark. Next week, let's come back and we will review 2 things, okay? I want to see your homework from last week and also I want to see how you have used this coffee device. Because like I said in the beginning of the class, 5W and 1H is way too easy for some of you guys. Because a lot of you are a lot older already and you need to answer argumentative essays like this instead of just writing stories, yeah? So this is where it comes in handy. Thank you so much everybody. I hope you have a good week and I will see you next Thursday. Bye! Thank you everyone. Thank you.